Hey y'all, I'm so excited because today we're going to talk about one of my favorite things, politics. Okay, so that's not exactly true. Politics are going to play a little part in it. But overall, have you ever thought about, and this is very important, truth is never, nor has it ever been, nor would ever be mainstream. Because it's easier to be sedated, it's easier to be subdued, it's easier to it's easier to be a comfort in your eyes and be informed of maybe hurtful but necessary truths. And this isn't just me talking, you can find it from Jesus himself. Turn with me to John 15:18. If the world hates you, know that it hated me before it hated you. Okay, well, why did it hate Jesus? It hated Jesus because he told the truth, not his version of the truth, because the truth is never subjective. Opinion can be subjective, but truth is never subjective. Yeah, here I'm on the red gobster, the sky view, the sun is the O. Sun is also a star. That objective truth is never subjective. They hated Jesus because he told the truth, and they'll hate anyone who tells the truth and it's dead too. I mean, and he's not just saying that to his disciples or anyone to read that for the future. We can look throughout the Bible, throughout the sacred scrolls, throughout the Old Testament, throughout the Torah, and we can see that the world was surrounded by darkness. There was a glimmer of truth here and there from his prophets and from those he had anointed, but the world would rather be in darkness than listen to him. I mean, you look at someone like Isaiah, Jeremiah, two of my favorite prophets, by the way, because they just did. I mean, God himself told them, okay, no one's going to listen to you, but I want you to do it anyway. And they did it. And I just think that's really awesome and an amazing testament to how God can truly change you if you're truly submissive to him. So, and it's not just biblical truth. I mentioned about objective truth, subjective truth, which is not a thing, but the world seems to think, and the world seems to tell you is a thing. Yeah, we learn today, all men can be women can be men, and if you don't believe so, if you don't participate in the using, instead of getting them the mental health they need, then you're a bigot, you're a bad person. We're gonna threaten you. We're gonna take everything from you. We're gonna shame you constantly until you submit to our version of submissive truth. But truth can be found. Look for anything that's not being said. I was gonna say that in another way, but I don't remember what it is. Basically, look for anything that's not being said. 'Cause truth can be found. Truth will be spoken. If only by a few, truth will come out. I have a lot of videos on my community, on my channel's community tab for anyone who's searching for that truth. Though uncomfortable it may be, it is reality, and it's important to get yourself informed. Not just the basic truth, not just the any truth, not just the any truth, but to live in the truth. Because if you live in the truth, I won't say you won't fall for lies anymore, because that'd be prideful. And if there's anything the devil looks for, it's pride. He looks for it to capitalize on. But I will say it'll be excessively harder for you to fall for a lie if you live in the truth and you live in the truthful world and you live in truthful faith rather than surrendering to the world and its comforting lies. Because ultimately, the ultimate truth, all truths that we see in the world point to Jesus. They point back to Christ. They point back to God. All these basic truths we see in the world, all the truths that we see about ourselves, that we see about anything really, it's point to God, because God is truth. Jesus is truth. And like I say, yes, that can be hurtful, but it's necessary. It's necessary because you don't want to live in a delusion. Because if you live in a delusion long enough, eventually you'll find yourself in the reality that is hell. Because delusional people who settle for delusion, usually don't believe in Christ. Usually don't believe in God. They'll actually tell you you're the delusional one. They'll actually tell you you're the crazy one just for speaking the truth that Jesus set out. Guys, like I say, the truth is necessary. And when you step up to teach it, when you step up to preach it, or point at it, or whatever, God will be with you. I mean, the arbiter of truth, he who is truth will be with you. And he'll give you the word to speak, or he'll tell you, you know what, I got this, just keep your mouth shut and watch me work. Guys, I love you, God bless you, and I'll see you next week.